What's up guys, it's your girl Njerie here. For those who are new to the channel, welcome, karibuni. Feel free to take a seat and hit that subscribe button so that you can become a part of the family. For those who are back for the second, third or even umpteenth time, then welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to share 5 tips that are going to help you with the installation of this faux locks over here. I just finished doing a tutorial and I realized that some of the challenges that I might have faced as I was beginning are some of the challenges that some of you might face as well if you try to install this particular braid and this particular hairstyle. So if you'd like to watch and get to know some of the 5 tips that will help you to ensure that your style comes out really bomb, then keep watching the video.
For tip number 1, always ensure that the braids you do on your hair are thin and small. This is because the natural locks we are going to use are not as thick or broad, and that means that your hair can easily get exposed and end up not looking as neat as you would want it to. Tip number 2 is for those with relatively longer hair. You will notice that if you try to attach the base of your braid to the hook of the crochet, then once you try to pull that through the natural lock, it will end up getting stuck, getting jammed, and you will either have to pull it through, which might cause your hair to break, or you will have to unhook the crochet needle and start all over again. A trick I noticed that worked for me is to identify a position that's either close to or near the end of my braid, latch that onto the crochet hook, and then pull it through the natural lock. Tip number 3 is to be patient. That might seem obvious, but it's not as obvious as you would think. The natural inclination is to pass the crochet needle through as much of the natural lock as you can in order to pull the hair through in one swoop. However, you will notice that these natural locks are not completely cylindrical. That means that trying to put the crochet needle through a lot of the natural lock will end up exposing a lot of your hair once you pull it through. Instead, be patient and pass the crochet needle through the natural lock in small sections. This will ensure that all of your hair passes through the natural lock and none of it is left exposed. Tip number 4 is a neat trick I learned because of installing the normal faux locks. Once I ensure that my natural hair has gone through the natural lock that I am installing, I push the natural lock up just a bit to give it that rugged look and to ensure that none of my hair is exposed and that the final product will look neat. Tip number 5 will come in handy if you find your natural hair exposed. If only a small part is exposed and you don't want to undo the entire braid, then what you can do is to ruffle the natural lock just a bit and ensure that it covers the exposed parts. Continue doing this until your style is neat and up to your required standard. However, I would advise you to just pull out the natural hair gently and take your crochet needle and redo the entire section because it yields a much neater and a much better result. If you follow these 5 tips, you're going to have an easier time installing your natural locks and you're going to achieve a flawless look. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.